Hmm. The market is just nasty like that. Oh shit. Good trade. Open the fucking what a good trade. My God, man. What a great trade. What a great trade. All right. Well, shit. Dang, that was two back-to-back good trades like that. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So now, hold on. Give me 1 second. Man, that was two good trades back to back right there. Let me see if I can try to bring this account back. I appreciate that shit. Huh. Hold on. Let me switch this real quick. I'm gonna have to turn the display off real quick. Let me see if I can bring this account back. I was kind of just taking trades in this account, and I'm potentially about to hit daily loss limit in this one. I got two accounts. That's kind of why I was kind of just trading in this one. Let me see if I can bring it back. I mean, I just had some. So with this account, what happened this morning was I had limits just set all over the place, and a lot of my limits got stopped out because I'm testing out that. And then I started to revenge trade in it as well too. So a part of it was the market being nasty. A part of it was me trying to get my revenge on it. I'm not gonna lose the account though. I'll bring the account back. I always bring the account back. It just sucks that I have to do it anyway. Okay, so let me see if I can bring this account back. All right, let me see if I can bring it back. Shit. I took the same trade in this account. It looks like I made a mistake and had it literally a point lower, and I literally missed this trade right here, which honestly I no longer believe in because there's no point. It hit that area. This thing could potentially just run down now. But honestly, I think this is probably the best thing. If I'm gonna turn lead into gold this week, this was not one of my best weeks this week. Oh shit. No way. No way. I was about to say, no way. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not one of my best weeks in terms of performance. I'm not necessarily happy with this week. But so I have like I was testing out the 18-point target and or 18-point stop, and my 18-point stop got hit a couple of times, but the 27-point stop would have survived and I would have had the winning trades. And so I had that happen all night, and I woke up this morning in revenge trade, and now I'm down in this account. So I think I can bring it back. Yeah, I think this thing's gonna probably drop. I mean, if it doesn't hold this low. Yeah, if it doesn't hold this low. Oh shit. Oh shit. I literally had, wow. That was the first time that Ninja Trader has actually done that. Ninja Trader force quit. Wow, Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader just force quit on me. Good thing I wasn't trading on it. Or, I mean, technically I am, but good thing I also have this trade running in, okay. Like, man, god damn. Like this stupid application is trying to be helpful, and yet it's creating problems. I'm not asking it to do none of these things. Wow. Ninja Trader 8 actually force quit. My workstations weren't saved or nothing. Man, this has really been a challenging week. Challenging week. I guess black box stocks is just going to do whatever the hell it wants. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess I should have stayed in that short a little bit while longer then, huh? All right, man. Now, okay. I guess this is why you have to always save your work. You always have to save your work, because now all that work I was doing, adjusting my man, I just feel all over the place. Mm. Wow, what a sell-off. Hey, what's up, Tony? What's up, Alfred? Man, I just feel all over the place, man. I don't know. Like, my God. Honestly, I think what's happening here, or what I actually would like to believe what's happening here, is that I'm so close. You know that meme where there's a guy, there's diamonds, and he gives up before he actually gets to the diamond? I think I'm almost at that diamond. I think I'm almost at a point where I feel confident about my product, my process. Do I want to allow public and private network access to them? What the fuck? No. Why would you ask me such a question? I'm getting close. So it's like these self-sabotage scripts are just popping up, man. Trying to self-sabotage. But I'm not going to let those self-sabotaging scripts win. I'm not going to let them win. All right, Smith said something about something. What did he say? He said that he has a limit at 870. 870. I mean, I can agree with 870. I can agree with that. You say you think we can at least go down to 750? Huh. I would agree with 800 as well. Actually, I agree so much so that I'm actually going to put a limit at 802.75. That's a good area. I think so. 870 might also be a good area as well. I mean, if they bounce at 870, then you said the book doesn't feel right. Yeah, we could possibly. We do got a gamma level at 725 on the Qs. I don't know where that lines up on. You know, honestly, is there an app that tells you what levels on the Qs line up with the levels on? Let me ask ChatGPT or something like that.
Asset says the US jobs data is absolutely not foreshadowing inflation.
I mean, I guess we could. Dude, this is a 1 minute chart, mind you. This is a 1 minute chart, and it looks like a 5 minute chart. These are some big 1 minute candles. I mean, I don't think we need to look at a daily chart for our daily bias here. We don't need to look at a daily chart. Wow, isn't that a coincidence? So we got a daily imbalance here around that 800 level. We have a daily order block.
US stocks extend full with the S&P down 1%. And Asset says a big supply boom means we can avert runaway inflation. So we're in 10 minutes time now. At the top of the hour, we get the Canadian IV PMI. The prior read was 57.7.
All right, so I guess this is my last ditch effort to. I think I'm close to daily loss limit on this account. But here's the thing. Here's my goal with these direct funded accounts. I know I have to adhere to a 20% rule. I have to make about literally the same amount of money to reach the goal. And honestly, these direct to funded accounts are probably more my style, because all the money I make is going to go towards my payout. All the money all the time I spent is going to go towards a payout. I have a decent drawdown. I have a goal. Once I reach that goal, I can feel vindicated for the day, versus, man, I got $9,000 to make just to pass the eval. You spend a little bit more money, but you can always get that money back with a payout. You can never get that time back. So with this, I'm gonna just practice this strategy. I'm practicing this strategy honestly, when I'm in these accounts, I feel like I'm in an Apex account, honestly. I'm just going to take trades, see what happens. My risk, I mean, I would have had more opportunities to bring this account back if I didn't revenge trade and over leverage and move my stop. I did everything this week. I wasn't a good fighter this week at all. I was not a good fighter. I allowed my emotions to really kind of dictate a lot of my trades this week. I allowed my emotions to adjust my daily loss limit in my top step account, so I lost way more money than what I really would want and lose in those accounts. Yeah, I wasn't a good fighter this week. Rocket says it's just hard to believe with how weak the Bears are now. Taped on it. I mean, it's Alfred. It's conditioning. It's emotional. It's not logic. I'll be the first to tell you that. I mean, I'm a bear at heart. Okay, so is ChatGPT down? Is ChatGPT down? I think ChatGPT is broken, guys. They done broke ChatGPT. Okay, there. Oh, after I said, oh, okay, yo. As soon as I said they broke ChatGPT, it works, and now it's answering my questions. ChatGPT is listening. That is for sure. It's listening. Yeah, but those shorts can be stressful. They can be stressful. That is interesting. Let's see if I have that. NDX. It's not available? Is that not available? So ChatGPT is suggesting that NDX actually, or the Nasdaq futures actually tracks NDX more directly than the Qs.
So in 5 minutes time now, at the top of the hour, we get the Canadian IV PMI. The prior read was 57.7.
Okay. Well, all right. I hit daily loss limit that account, so. All right, so Alfred said that he had a really great day on his first day in XFA. Shit, let's keep it going. Wow, congratulations, Alfred. 4K in the 50K account. Congratulations, bro. Congrats. Man, that is
BNP Paribas forecast
my
3
God.
rate
Connection
hike
lost.
with the first one in December.
That's That is not fair. That is not fair. Oh my God, that is not fair. That is not fair. Like, why is the market like that? Why? Why is the market like that? No, I took the short right there. It's just that I didn't have enough drawdown. And then that's not fair. That is not fair. That is not fair. And then it drops, man. What do you wanna? That is not fair, man. Dude, that's not fair, dude. That is not fair. Oh my God, dude. That is not fair.
1 minute now for the Canadian IV PMI for May. Ten seconds. $58 spot 2, 58 spot 2.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here. I don't want to go back into an eval right now. Hmm.
Oil extends losses with WTI trading near $91 per barrel.
Hmm.
So we are seeing here a statement from the White House. So US Envoy Witkoff, accompanied by the ambassador to Oman, conducted talks today in Muscat with the Iranian Foreign Minister Araghchi, which were hosted by Omani Foreign Minister. The discussions were positive and constructive, and the US deeply thanked the Sultanate of Oman for its support in this initiative. So Witkoff underscored to Araghchi that he had instructions from Trump to resolve the two nations' differences through dialogue and diplomacy if it is possible.
Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second.
So ignore the prior statement there. So that was, in fact, picked up by the wires in error. Looking at the statement here, it was reported on April 13th, 2025.
I think this might actually be the turn right here. That looks like consolidation right there, so that might be the turn. Oh, hold on. I mean, it just has to make sense price-wise, you know? Okay. Going to copy trade these. Spent a whole lot of money this week on evals and stuff. Not proud of that. These direct to funded, but I was going to use those 50% off coupons. I swear, I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's 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 just me self-sabotaging. Because that was a good setup right there. That was a really good setup short. Really good setup short. If I can kind of get, well, let's see if it'll come back for me. If not, let's see if it'll come back. Let's see. All right, hold on, guys. I have to, give me 1 second. I have to log out and sign back in. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay.
Bank of England's Dinger on the oil shock says consumer implications are the same as 2022. what my future rate decisions will be. They depend on energy prices.
Okay. All right. All right. Kids, I swear.
Bank of England Stingray says I have no strong view on job weakness / price pressure balance. Fed's Hamac says it may soon be appropriate to act on rates. So this is in a LinkedIn post. So again, Fed's Hamac saying that it's reasonable to keep rates steady for now, but if the recent trends continue, it may soon be appropriate to act against high inflation.
I think so too, Rocket. Man, that's a big candle, man. Oh my God. I mean, we'll see. See if the Nasdaq's gonna be nice here, but the struggle trades, man. It's always the struggle trades. Always struggling. We enjoy the get in and go trades, not the get in and struggle for 2 hour types of trades. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice. The scaling on the Nasdaq can be so deceptive. I didn't notice that bounce. So it takes out 108. It pulls back to that area after it swipes the liquidity underneath that range, and it pumps up 140 something points. I didn't even notice that it did that. It doesn't even look like it did that, but that's exactly what it did. Kind of had a feeling that 21 EMA was going to be not necessarily resistance, but maybe a roadblock for the bulls here. But I think it looks like we can push past it. Okay. All right, so I was able to pay myself a little bit. So I think what I'm gonna do is take off the full position, not the full position, but half of the position. Let me readjust this to take off half of the position at that first TP, around that first TP area. All right, so we got that. We got that taken off. I think what I'm gonna do is actually begin to manage this last trade manually. I mean, this thing can drop. We are resistance. Maybe I should put my last target probably right there.
So Trump posting on Truth Social about the jobs report says, with a great jobs report like just announced, stocks should go up, not down. That's the way it was for 200 years, and growth does not mean inflation. How else can a country attain greatness?
What if the market just starts selling off after that? Okay, that's a good candle. That's a good trailing candle right there. That's a good trailing candle. Good trailing candle right there. That's what we love to see. Okay. All right. I can live with that. I can live with that. I can live with that. We basically broke even. That's the power of risk to reward trades right there. That's the power of a risk to reward trade. I'm break even now.
The SpaceX IPO is said to draw more
I
orders
can't live
than
with
there
that.
will be shares available. I'm going to go for a re-entry long here at that imbalance right there. There's another imbalance down here at what, 30? And you see, this is kind of why I don't take this is why I don't take profits. Because it sucks when the market comes back and stops you out. I mean, that'll always suck. But what sucks more is when the market doesn't come back and stop you out and you give up a good trading opportunity to make some money.
All right, so we're back in. Price ran right back to that imbalance. Let's see. Can we go higher? I think so. The reason why now when I enter a position, I have two sets of stops because this one is a 27 point stop. This is an 18 point stop. What I'm trying to determine here is how much I want to risk in the position. So right now, I think I should only just risk 18 points here. I shouldn't risk a full 27. So I'm just going to readjust my target. I got to stop saying target. That's the market's target. I'm just going to readjust my stop to an 18 point stop. Because I think 18 points, if I'm going to take the imbalance trade, 18 points is going to be how much I'm going to give it. It's way underneath it. If I'm wrong here, I'm wrong. And I take a smaller hit versus the full 27. Okay. Yo, if this thing pops up, me and Nasdaq is gonna hold on. Man, I don't think that bounces. Huh, I just realized that. The market just made new structure. I just realized that. Market has just made new structure. No. Man. You gotta be, oh my God. Oh my God. Nasdaq, why? Mm. Okay, well, whatever. I feel like if this doesn't hold, then I think Rug Kit, you're gonna get your wish. The market's gonna dump this. If this doesn't hold, the market dumps here. Yeah, if the buyers don't hold this, the market definitely goes lower here. I mean, does the market take out these highs? I mean, I think if we do push, I mean, does the market really want to go back into this area right here, this imbalance up here? Or, okay. I guess the market is going to answer that question for us. No. Because I was going to say, will they reject here at these EMAs that for whatever reason I like to fight against. For whatever reason I like to fight against these EMAs. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if it breaks this level, then you got all this liquidity, this trend line liquidity right here. So it's definitely going to go down. And it has the fuel to do it. It has this trend line right here. Okay. I guess it looks like the 20. Well, I guess if I kept the 27-point stop, I would have been still in this. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Let's see if it does push higher here after being nasty and stopping me out. Shit, you know what? Now that I'm kind of looking at this, this could be bearish. The bears could. It's just that you just kind of get tired of the bears just sucking. So I mean, it's better just to take the long. This is kind of why I hate when the bears are actually in control. Deceptive price action, the super bounces, and then after everything is said and done, once you finally give up, that's when the market just actually shoots lower. And then it doesn't shoot lower, it just grinds lower. It's just easier to take the long. You'll probably make more money shorting or going long in a market that's going down. Looks like I should have kept the 27-point stop versus the 18-point stop. I think so. I think this is how I'm. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to just play it by ear each time. Just make a determination which stop is just going to be better. Here comes that nasty 21 EMA again. And then right above it is that nastier 50 EMA. And I'll keep fighting these damn EMAs, man. I keep fighting them. I'm addicted to fighting these EMAs. I'm just addicted to fighting them. Both of these EMAs are dangerous. But I guess I don't really, I don't know why I don't take the 1 minute seriously. I really don't. I trade on tick charts and I don't take the 1 minute seriously. I don't know why. I mean, I was like, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, the EMAs aren't on the 5 minute. So maybe it'll push past it. Cause if I was trading on the 5 minute, I wouldn't know why my trade is getting knocked down, but my focus and my goal will be that, yeah, the 21 EMA is all the way up here. So we should be good. Isn't the higher time frame chart supposed to be more superior than the lower time frame charts? At least that's what I try to tell myself to justify fighting against these EMAs on the lower time frame chart, knowing damn well this should be winning. Sometimes. Said 3 minutes the perfect balance. One of the main reasons why I kind of settled on the 1 minute, because it just tells a better story than the 3 minute with the imbalances. We went over this last night. I don't know if you were here at that time when we went over it, Alfred, but if you're using imbalances as part of your strategy, the balances on the 1 minute tend to show up better than on the 3 minute. And we got some really good trades trading in areas of 1 minute imbalances at structure. And those imbalances didn't show up on the 3 minute. And I'm pretty sure I'm saying this generally, but I'm pretty sure if you go lower, there's more information. But I'm not going to go lower than the 1 minute. Okay. Well, it's obvious the bulls want to push this. It would just be nice if they can just push it. Dang, them 1 minute EMAs ain't playing. Bro, they are selling at these EMAs. They are not playing. Damn, look at all that green. Look at all that green on a tick strike. This is why I'm a bear at heart, but shit, I don't play for a losing team. Bears don't know how to hold moves like this. They don't know how to do it. Once the Bears relearn how to do that, then we can take shorts all day. But price did reject from that 50 EMA. We'll see. We'll see. And then even if the Bears are successful here, I mean, we're just tired of the Bears with this struggle price action. We're just tired of it. We're tired of it. All this selling pressure and the price is going nowhere. It's just annoying to bulls. It's just annoying to people that are buying this. But all this selling pressure, price isn't going anywhere. Just give up at this point, you know? Just give up. Just get out of the way. There we go, baby. I guess I should have just kept that 27-point stop. That's interesting. That's interesting. I could have sworn I adjusted this to take half of the position off. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. All right. Well, I was supposed to be out of half of this position, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Let me lower this a little bit.
According to a poll, the Bank of Canada to hold the overnight rate at 2.25% through the end of this year. That's according to 28 of 34 economists polled. So they're to hold the overnight rate at 2.25% on the June 10th meeting, of course, according to all 33 economists.
Okay. Let's see if we can. I would have been nice. Well, I'm not gonna. I'm happy to see that, Alfred. But yeah, so yeah, that 1 minute chart. So that's why I was like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna sit on the 1 minute. I feel like with trading, because there's so many ways to be successful in this market, for those that doesn't have a solid game plan, a solid way to approach the market, and I'm saying this from experience. I've been in research and development for so freaking long. I've made money along the way, but I could have definitely made more. Trying to discover a style where I can reach the goal in a reasonable amount of time. I really don't want to reach the goal in 2 weeks. I want to reach my goal every week. So I was trying to find a balance of reaching my goal every week, trading at an optimal level.
Fitch Ratings says the oil market will return to oversupply once Hormuz opens.
Managing my risk correctly, and then managing my profit targets. And my old way, well, the previous way that I was trading was just waiting for pullbacks and stuff like that. That's nice.
So looking into this piece then, Fitch Ratings say the Hormuz Strait closure created a logistical supply shock but does not alter the direction of the market. A rapid production recovery in the region, strong non-OPEC growth and potentially more aggressive OPEC policy are likely to re-establish oversupply in the fourth quarter of this year and drive prices lower once the strait reopens.
It would have been nice if I was out of half of this position so I can re-add to
We have
this.
posted the article on the feed for those interested.
So I just re-added 2 more contracts. Actually, I might actually this is the time where I don't need you to lag, NinjaTrader 8. You've disappointed me today, NinjaTrader 8. I haven't been this disappointed in you in such a... I don't think I've ever been disappointed in NinjaTrader 8. Lagging, the force quit that it happened this morning. I couldn't believe that it did that. Okay. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. That sucks. All right, so now I think now we see that drop now. We see that drop. We got a break. So I guess with this, Sal, I can take more trades and just kind of get back into the groove because I feel like
Fitch Ratings assume global oil supply to exceed demand in 2026 on average for the year.
So it's obviously now that the bears have kind of confirmed it. We've taken out that low. If this thing pushes higher, I won't forgive the bears. Because now it looks like price can take out these lows right here. That's like the current objective for the bears, to take out these lows. Let's see if they can do that. Okay. All right, so let's see what happens here. I'm going to put both of my stops a couple of points above this high, above this entry. Yeah, Rudkit, I saw that. I was hoping that it did what it did earlier this morning. It did that at at around 840, where it kind of came back at the lower end of the range and we got this drop down. So I was expecting it to do the same thing here. And that's kind of why I got in a little bit earlier than where I really want to. This is kind of where I want to get in at, but you can already see that the Nasdaq decided to be nasty in a situation and not fill that order. That is nasty. That is nasty, Nasdaq. That is nasty. All right, so I'm looking for the market to take out that low. I'm looking for it to take that low out. Because there's nowhere for this thing to go at now. There is literally nowhere. Unless we get a headline that just takes out all this liquidity. The market has already cleared out this area. We got a rejection. We got a rejection off the 21 EMA. The only logical area for the market.
Extend their fall with the Nasdaq down 1%. Excuse me, Nasdaq's now down 2%.
The only logical area for liquidity for the market is underneath that low right there. So, and that has to be the current market objective for the bears to take out that low. All right, let's see. Let's see if the bears can finish the job here. Oh, that has to be. Yeah, there's no way. Unless it is. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Let me see. Yeah. I didn't expect it to be. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Oh yeah. It came there. All right, we should take the liquidity underneath that. We'll see. I was going to say it looks like it wants to take the liquidity underneath that low right now, but of course the bears are struggling as per usual. We have 1.8 million contracts on the Nasdaq on the MNQ that are being traded that are currently trading right now. It seems like when we have these big volume days, that's when the market sells off. The market pumps on low volume, the market sells off on large volume. That's the only time where we see, or where I've seen, there's a lot of volume in the market when we're selling off. What do you mean I waited too long to short? I shorted at the right time. I shorted at the confirmation of the short. The bears failed to take out. They failed to go higher. They broke structure to the downside. I traded the pullback. That was a perfect execution right there. But they're on the tail end of this move right here. They're literally on the tail end of it. So, I mean, all the buy stops, I mean, the sell stop should be here. They should have the liquidity generated for the market to just flush here. This is the tail end of it. I mean, unless they don't really want to take this low out, unless this is a trap. But like I said, I mean, they've taken out this liquidity. We have a failure from the bulls here. We have a break of structure. The bears should be good. What else do they need? The bulls failed. Come on, let's flush this shit and stop playing. Well, I mean, technically it didn't become bearish until right here. It didn't become bearish. This whole time it was bullish. The bears just failed. I'm not shorting at the end of the range. It's literally right here. Y'all guys can see it. The market. This is structure right here. The market breaks this structure. We have a pullback. They held the low. They failed to push it higher. This is your first sign that it's bearish. That was your first bearish leg that breaks liquidity right there, or that breaks structure. I'm not trading at the end of it. I'm trading at the start of it. The literal start of it being bearish. Well, we got half of the position filled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this order because the nasty Nasdaq couldn't fill it. Nasty Nasdaq. All right. Yeah, now we're seeing that run. Now we're seeing it, baby. Now we're seeing it. Let's get a continuation here. Let's get it. Now we're seeing it. Let's get a continuation here. We got half the position out of the way. We're up about $200. Should I trail this? I mean, that's really trusting the bears here. All right, I don't trust the bears like that. Let me trail at least one of these contracts. Trail at least one of them. I don't trust the bears like that. I don't want this thing popping back up. There we go, baby. There we go. Y'all guys talking about you traded the bottom of the range. No, I was trading once I saw the structure shifted. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. A great trade to end the stream. A great trade to begin the stream. A great trade to end the stream. We had some messy trades in the middle, but As crazy as this sounds, and it's not crazy. It's not crazy. But I lost more than I won today, and I'm positive. I lost way more than I won today, and I'm positive. Positive. Yeah, I'm going to trail this last contract. I don't trust bears like that. They could bounce at any moment. I'm not saying that the market doesn't go lower. I'm just saying that the market can bounce. All right, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. All right. What a great short. It would have been nice if the Nasdaq filled that order right there. I don't know why. I don't know why it missed me like that. Honestly, that was kind of nasty. And this is what I'm talking about: having the 1 minute, having the price pull back to these imbalances, and you're being able to see that versus, let's see if it shows up on the 2 minute. See, it doesn't even show up on the 2 minute. It doesn't show up on the 3 minute. The 1 minute is really going to tell you where these imbalances are. And you can take your trades from them. Okay. The bears suck. It's easier to take the long until they prove themselves. All right, so I'm glad I got out of that long or that short. I didn't really expect for the bears to. That's interesting. So does that mean now that the market could potentially push back to the upside here? We see a move back to the upside. Not necessarily the highs of the session, but probably retesting maybe 801. $93. 801 would be right there. The high of that is 825. I mean, that's even if the market even all right, let's see how, you know what? We'll see. We'll see how it reacts. I'll put a limit here. And I'll put a limit up here. Say it with me. I'll leave this limit on the chart until the end of this the end of the stream, which is like in 10 minutes. Interesting. I think the bear is about to get clapped here, though. The bears could be preparing to get clapped here. I think the bears are about to. All right, so I'm going to actually take this off because right now, if I turn.
The US, Mexico, and Canada are set to miss the July 1st USMCA renewal date. So the USMCA Pact remains in place after July 1st amid a rolling review.
All right. So if the market fails to take out that low, I'm putting my actually I'm gonna put it right here anyway for a buy stop above those highs. For the initial balance traders, you literally that's interesting. I'm not gonna make this mistake next week. We're gonna set an alarm because I didn't even realize it. Oh yeah. Okay.
The Nasdaq 100 extends drop to
Yeah.
2.5% now.
So I guess and that's why I don't like the trail. I just would have got that profit target filled right there. I just would have got that profit target filled right there. Let's see what they do here.
Business US Energy Secretary Wright says the US are to add 40 million barrels to the SPR after the Iran conflict is over.
Okay. So let's see what they do here. So it pulls back into that imbalance and we got that quick drop. If it pops back up, I want to get long. Because I feel like this could be a change in state right there. Because you got the rejection, you got that lower low. That's literally the setup for the change of state trade. So if it pops back up, I do agree with that. I do agree. Price is holding at $6.99 at that level. It's holding at $6.99 right now. We could see a detour, and this is why being a bear sucks. Bulls get. What's that bullet train in Japan? That super mega bullet train that be going 10 million miles an hour and shit. That's what the bulls get to their market objective. Shit, bears take the regular railroad train, railroad track trains that don't go through buildings or nothing at 10 million miles per hour. That be going like 50 miles an hour. It takes you 10 hours just to get across the street. That's the train that the bears take. All these damn detours. So, and I'm willing to thanks, Alfred. Sherm CT. But am I? Dude, no, it does not, dude. No, it does not. You said a bull trades take all day? Really? That is an interesting, that's an interesting point of view. I'm talking about when the market is trending. I mean, obviously, if the market is chopping, no, I mean, price isn't going anywhere. But when price trends, yeah, the bulls get like this super bullet train to their market objective. You see all that green? You see all that green? We'll see. We'll see if the market is going to push us higher here. I mean, they're trying to buy. They're trying to buy at that area. I was looking at ES this whole time. So I was trading. I forgot that I changed the ES chart last night. So I was looking at the ES chart, making my Nasdaq decisions. And I think I should probably do that more often. Because I was like, man, why hasn't the Nasdaq taken out that low yet? I'm saying that shit. It's like, why hasn't it taken out that low yet? I mean, I guess in this situation it works out. We have the ES at its initial balance. The Nasdaq has already broken through its initial balance low. It's already broken through the initial balance low. Says we're down almost 700 from the Globex high. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious now that the market objective for these bears is to take out. I mean, we're almost there. Wow. Dude, we're almost there. I think what they're going to probably do is finish this up over the weekend, and then we'll probably commence to buying again. And this is why it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous when the market leaves a gap like this, because you just don't know when you're going to get this. There will be signs, though. There will be signs. Because, I mean, I guess if you just kind of paid attention to this swipe of this high right here, and you took the short, I mean, it was right there. You got the failure right there. The break. There were signs, but you have to be super patient. Super super patient on this. Super patient. Yeah, I agree. Because I mean, they're building the liquidity right now for it. They're building the liquidity on both sides right now. So we'll see what side it manipulates first. If it manipulates low, then it's likely we go high. If it manipulates high, then we're gonna go low. Because I mean, we got liquidity building up on both sides. Obviously, I'm biased. Hopefully, it manipulates low. All right, I'm in. Let's see if we can get a move back up into at least the initial balance low, or that imbalance up here. I'm going to give this 27 points of risk though. Give this 27 points of risk. Stay on for a couple more minutes to see how this plays out. I guess. All right, never mind. Never mind. I guess the Nasdaq was trying to make sure, it's like, let's make sure he ain't trying to play me for a fool right now. I'm trying to do 18 instead of giving me my full 27. Put some respect on my name, damn it. Okay. There was the manipulation high. So are we going to go lower now? You said the ES has more room lower? That's definitely something that I have to kind of work on too. I'll definitely have to work on that. All right, so we're in short. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, I don't have faith in the Bears like that. I really don't. Because that's a long way to go for the Bears. That's a long way to go. And that will require the Bears to step it up. You know, let's look at where that gap is. Let's look at where that gap fill is. I'll target that gap. Oh shit, we're almost there, dude. We're literally almost there. I think I can see it better on the hourly. Oh, my targets are actually at the gap. Okay. All right. I mean, the gap is really down here. I mean, I think the market feels that. I'm gonna just leave one to run here. Probably front run that gap a little bit. Probably put this one right here. Okay. I'm gonna let this trade play. I'm gonna let it play. 25. I am risking a lot on that first position, but if it plays out, then no harm, no foul. But I am risking a lot on that first position. Okay. But all right, guys, I am out of time for this session. I do appreciate everybody that joined me this
The
week.
Canadian dollar weakens to a near 2-month low per the US dollar. It's down 0.2% on the day today.
This was a very tough week for me. I think it has to do more with self-sabotage this week. We had two great, extraordinary weeks. This week right here was, like I said, it's not my best, but it wasn't my worst. I haven't lost any accounts this week. I just haven't had those winning trades back to back that I'm used to. Some accounts we do have some winning trades in. It's just that majority, I just didn't like my performance this week. So I'm definitely going to go back into the hyperbolic time chamber this weekend, and I'm gonna start actually replaying the whole entire market, because like I said, I don't like my performance this week, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So, but I think I have learned a couple things this week that I can take into the weekend and throw away before we go back into the next week. One thing that I have noticed is that I will try to say that the market is wrong. It's what I believe the market should do. It should do, and if the market is doing something opposite, then I try to prove it wrong, even though it doesn't make sense, but I do. I didn't follow my process at all this week. I did not follow my process at all in terms of the amount of money that I was risking each week. I risked more money than I planned on risking, and my accounts are currently paying for that. So hopefully next week we can come back, regain all those lost P&L. But after we regain that lost P&L, we'll just be back at square one. So it's moving forward. I'm definitely going to try my best to stick to the plan. Y'all guys saw that this entire week I made slides, the fighter slides, and I'll say that it's crazy. Maybe I was hypnotizing myself, but as I was creating those slides and making them all pretty and cute for the stream, I can't help but notice that I was suffering from all of those slides this week. I was suffering from all of them, every single thing. Fear, impatience, greed, hope. Hold on. All right, so we got half the position off. Cool. All right, we got half the position off. So all we have is runners. So I was definitely a bad fighter this week. Definitely a bad fighter. Where the hell is my? Yeah, I created this over the weekend, and I'm very proud of this. Right here, it's pretty. Let's play this. So yeah, fear, impatience, greed, hope, the trader, ego, and revenge trading. And yeah, this was me the entire week. This was me the entire week. Instead of me beating them up, they were beating me up. And so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I made this by accident. This was entirely accidental, but it was so great. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. So I wasn't a good fighter this week. I'll be a better fighter next week. I'm gonna keep on jabbing. Y'all guys know how that shit go. But I do appreciate everybody that joined me this week. We'll definitely come back next on our Sunday night, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Keep on jabbing.